All righty, so welcome to Newbie Orientation. And so I'm going to share with you what's the purpose of newbie orientation. The purpose of newbie orientation is so much different. We have newbie orientation on our squad, but we also have a newbie circle. So newbie orientation is designed to help you understand the culture of our business and our organization, understand the systems that we have so that you can begin to build business. It's a little bit more of the technical side. And you have newbie circle, which was not this Saturday, but the Saturday after, where that is focused on your mindset. If you haven't already figured out, 90% of being successful in this business is the mindset. So it's really vital that you put both of them on your schedule because they both serve a different purpose, okay? So that's what we're going to be focused on today. And so, one thing I always say, what's my goal? What is my goal when new distributors leave this place? I want you to feel empowered to work your business, right? You will not necessarily walk away feeling more comfortable in building your business. It's really about empowering you to make the next step, empowering you to go the mile, empowering you to take ownership, to say, you know what? This is my business, right? And if I want my business to grow, then I have to own it. And what do owners do? They show up for their business day after day, right? And so that's one thing I want you guys to remember tonight, right? Is I am a business owner, and really understanding the power in that statement and understanding the responsibility in that statement, right? But you get to say that. So everybody go ahead and drop in the comments, I am a business owner. I am a business owner. I am a business owner. And I want you to remember that I am a business owner, and you are going to function accordingly. Okay. My production team is getting my light, my daughter. she's switching, getting production together here. So I am a business owner. So I want you to remember that. So ask the questions, be present, and you are the CEO of your business, showing up to a space that's going to empower you to grow your business. Okay. So remember that I'm here to be empowered. I'm not here for comfort. Comfort is where? What do you get comfort from? You get comfort, you can buy a new mattress, get you some Skechers, get you some pediatric shoes or something, you know what I mean? Cozy up in a blanket. That's where comfort is for. Comfort is not for building a business. So remember that, okay? Remember that. If I want to be comfortable, I'm going to go to bed at night. Orthopedic. I said pediatric, baby. What? Orthopedic. It's been a long day. Thank you. Lydia Baker in the comments. She's an amazing very educated diamond leader here to help me out. So let's go ahead and get started. So I am a business owner. What happens if a local coffee shop, if the business owner doesn't show up, if they're working, the coffee shop is not going to open and they ain't going to sell no coffee, right? So I want you to remember that if you don't show up as the business owner of your business, what's going to happen? Your business ain't going to make no money. All right, so let's get on into this presentation. All right, this is how you want to act today. There's always, where Zoom and I, we have a little bit of a fight every time. There we go. There we go. Nope, it's saying resume share. That's not working. Let's try this one more time. Let's try it. All right, there we go. All right. So you've launched your business, you've invested in your business, you betted on you. And so I do want to say congratulations. Like day after day, we talk to people who don't have the courage to make the first step that you just made. And so I don't want you to undermine yourself. You have got to view yourself as a bold person who's willing to go after opportunities. So you have to see yourself. And that just means a lot because there's so many people people who are just not willing to just say yes, right? To say yes. And you did. So I want you to understand that you are a person that has much boldness, but remember, every single day in your business is going to be about taking a bold step, right? You took the first bold step, but sometimes ask yourself, and not sometimes, but daily ask yourself in your business, what is my bold step today? What's my bold step today? And it's a really great question. And when you ask yourself, what's my bold self today? You know, I have to figure out something that is bold, right, for me to do in order for me to move forward. And so launching your business is, starting your business is one thing, you've joined, but launching your business is another thing. People have to know that you're open, right? People have to know those things. And so really, I'm going to take you through some processes that ensure that you know what it looks like developing your business every day. So we're going to start off with a quick video from our Ambassador Diamond Leader. If you have been present with the team in our Zooms and things of that nature in our group, her face will be familiar. So just a quick message from her, just sidebar, her day of rest, her Sabbath is on Wednesday. So she's really quiet on Wednesday unless that shifts. So yeah, just a quick video.
Listen, this is a very big deal. I had to sit down for this one. Welcome to the squad. Oh my God, you just made the best decision of your life. And I may be exaggerating, but not in my opinion, because I started this business 10 years ago. I am Rachel Wiggum, your Ambassador Diamond Leader. And that means that I hit the top rank of this company. And y'all, Jesus done brought me a mighty long way, because I started this business as a single mom who was robbing Peter to pay Paul with a master's degree, okay? And my son was in private school. I needed a way to be able to pay for private school, pay for my rent, pay for the water, pay for tuition, pay for all the things. I needed a salary. I'm here with the master's degree, and y'all not paying me enough money. It didn't make sense to me. And so when I was invited to a party and I heard about a lady making $15,000 a month, I was like, ain't no way. I was blown away. And so right now I'm gonna tell you that God does exceedingly and abundantly more than you can think, ask, or imagine, because with no experience whatsoever, God did more for me. So here I was, this single mom sitting on this couch thinking $15,000 a month was insane. And God said, you think this is insane? I'm gonna give you more. And so honestly, at this point, my husband and I have made $1 million. Like, we've done all the things. He's retired. And I'm excited for you, because today you join Newbie Orientation, you deciding to show up for your business. Your story begins. Your story begins. I can't even begin to tell you how my life has changed in terms of my health, weight loss, being an advocate for my community and telling them and teaching them how to stay healthy and how to lose weight. But so much more than that, I get to help people dream again. Help people believe that God made them for more and then walk in that more. Help people do things and go beyond the limits that they put on themselves. Help people heal. Help people get to know who Jesus is. And so you're in the right place, baby. You're in the right place. Enjoy Newbie Orientation. And I can't wait to see you on Zoom. I can't wait to see you at person and at an event. This is going to change your life. Give us a year. For real, like, give it your all for a year, and I promise you this will change your life. Welcome to the squad, and congratulations to you.
All righty, so let's go ahead and jump right in. And so I'm just going to start with talking about our core values a lot. I think it's really important, although we are all individual business owners, we have made the decision to be together in the same organization. And I think it's really important to know what you're a part of, because it's so great to be a part of something that matches your values. And one thing that we ask is that you take the values that we have and not only, of course, implement them in the culture of our team, but as you take these values and begin to implement them in your life, you'll find that they're so valuable. So we have these 7 values: communication, being present, being relentless, being innovative, unity, vulnerability, and to serve. So these things, really just looking at these and say, am I communicating? Am I present? Am I relentless, being open to receive and give correction? Am I innovative? If you know that you have something, if you have gifts, am I willing to offer up and serve those gifts? Unity, right? Although we joined the business for ourselves, am I willing to attach to something bigger than me? This is our team, right? Not my team. We really get the opportunity to do this together. And so, in vulnerability, being willing to show up as who you are and what's happening, because when you're willing to be vulnerable, you always can get what it is that you truly need in the moment, right? And then serving, really seeking those opportunities, like serving in your everyday life, but serving within this team, finding opportunities in your community to serve within your church, and all of those different things, and really developing that heart of servitude. All right, so I'm going to talk about one of the major resources that are so important for you as a new distributor, or perhaps you are a mentoring distributor. You have a distributor of your own. And so I'm not going to go through the game plan checklist, because you remember we were talking about ownership. There are just some things you have to commit to sitting down, getting in front of it, and going line by line. Let me tell you how simple the game plan checklist. You literally are going to go line by line and check it off when you complete it. If you're mentoring someone, you're literally either going to meet with them in person or get on Zoom and literally go line by line to go through it, right? Sometimes things are so simple, right? You want to convince yourself that it's harder, but it's as simple as a checklist. It literally is as simple as a checklist. And so the first thing as a new distributor, within those first 24, 48 hours, starting that game plan checklist right away. If you start this game plan checklist, go in the order, don't skip anything. You will see yourself really functioning in a high level in that quick start period and earning those bonuses and doing those things. If you're someone on here who you're mentoring the distributor, right, it's your responsibility to make sure that they get this and that you go the extra mile. You set up the one-to-one meetup if they're in that close radius to you, or you get on Zoom with them and you guys go through it by check, right? Simplicity. I suggest printing it so that you can have it in a binder and you can refer back to it, because just because it's a game plan checklist for a new distributor, it's also going to act as a resource for you to be able to refer back to things as you continue to build your business. Also, when you start to mentor and coach new distributors of your own. So you want to make sure you have this, and you want to make sure you commit to getting it done, like commit to it. It's like baking a cake. You can't skip ingredients. And you can't change the amounts, literally going in, taking it at face value and going through each thing. And the next thing is the 5 PMs in 72 hours plan. I love this plan because it helps you execute step 2 of that step success so flawlessly, right? It takes you from starting the conversation all the way to the close of the sale, right? Again, it's one of those resources where you have to say, I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to listen to it. Sometimes people are like, this doesn't sound like me. It's not you. It's the business owner you. It does sound like a different you. It's okay to sound different. You'll evolve into a business owner. It's like when you get a job and they give you a script of the words that are part of their verbiage and you have to start using them, right? It's the same thing. So as you start your business, be willing to take the resource and just use it, right? Don't overthink it. You literally, if you have it on your phone, you can copy and paste. And so you should be focused on that, though, that game plan checklist and those 5 PMs within 72 hours. This plan keeps it simple for you. It unlocks the information that's important for you to know as you're working and in the beginning parts of your business, and help you to secure, not even 5, but even 6 PMs in 72 hours. So if you haven't zoomed in and done this, definitely do it, right? Do it as a new distributor. And as you begin to mentor distributors, for the mentors who are on here, you should be focused on this. Just focus. Remember, they're new, and focus on this. So this is one of the resources that we have for you. So get a binder, begin to build a binder. And these 2 documents should definitely be there to help you in these beginning stages of launching your business. Just some major things that I'll point out in the game plan checklist. It'll have some party dates in there, your first party and your second party. When booking a party, have anybody ever had a birthday party for yourself or for a kid? I'm sure you have. Do you call people and ask them when they're available, or do you schedule a party and then invite, and if they can come, then they'll come? Same thing with your party. Schedule the date. You don't see, let me check and see what my friends are available. No, schedule the party, okay? Invite them, And if they can come, they can come. Okay. So get that party date as soon as you can and try to do it within a week, right? Don't think about the details. Think about getting it on on your calendar and knowing that your support system is here to help you to unlock that. Another thing that I want to point out in the game plan checklist, that we'll talk about your first read, Go Pro by Eric Worre, which we'll talk a little bit about personal development as we go through. But literally just zoom in on this list. And again, go line by line. Don't overthink it. If you get to a line and you are confused, that's where you pause and you say, hey, I'm on the Stay Connected, and it's talking about the VIP Road to VIP Facebook page. I can't find it. Can you help me? So as you go through the resources, it's going to help you better develop questions that will give you specific answers. So if your mentor asks you, how can I help you? And you don't know how to answer that, perhaps it's because you're not digging into the resources well enough. Okay. So really dig into those things. All right, so let's talk about you understanding your support system. So of course, I started off with telling you guys that you are the owner of your business, like period. It's your business. And unless you're paying a personal hand at owning your business, it will not grow. Okay, it's no one's responsibility for your business to grow. It's yours, right? However, you're not in business for yourself. We all have individual responsibilities to grow our own business, right? But we all have the honor and the privilege to have people that we get to connect to and go after something big together. And so, if you ever feel unsupported, I want you to know that is 100% not true, okay? So of course, we have our Money Squad team page. That's our private Facebook community created to provide a vault of information, as well as a space to connect with others and ask questions. And so you always can post your questions on there. You can always search keywords in the search field within that group, and you will find a vault, 10 years worth of information on many different things. And so you have that. You have your enroller, the person who brought you in the business. You should be talking to this business. We encourage you to do something in your business 6 days a week. You should talk to them 6 days a week. I know you're like, oh, that's excessive. No, you guys literally have the opportunity to connect and build a business that could affect generations amongst generations. Why wouldn't you connect, right? Why wouldn't you connect? You don't have to wait for someone to reach out to you. It's two-way communication. Like, get what you need. Your upline is also your enroller, but it also can be there. It's also their enroller, or someone that your enroller may connect you with as a part of your line of business partners and support. So never hesitate asking for help. Like, don't. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Okay. So ask for the help. We're here to help. Don't cut too much. All righty. So every single month we do have a team calendar, and this calendar really is to help to come down some. This calendar really is to help unify us. This calendar is to really help to make sure that you have spaces where you can work, spaces where you can learn, spaces where you can grow. Some things that I want to point out is on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we do have our team prayer. It starts at 6:55 a.m. Central Standard Time. We start 5 minutes of worship, and then we go into a quick prayer, right? If you can, please make it a priority. This is the most important thing that we have on this calendar, right? That prayer, it allows us to give God permission to work in our business, to work in our lives, right? And so as we gather together and join our spirits, join our anointing, it's just so powerful. So be sure you do all that you can to unify with the team in prayer, okay? And try to jump on at 6:55 if you can. And, even if you got crust in your eyes, like, just come and join us and sit. It's an amazing space, okay? So best practice is in your hourly calendar, which you should have an hourly calendar. It can be something very simple. Go ahead and put everything in it, every event that we have. Even if you can't make every event, at least you're aware of it. So for instance, if you're like, man, we had Mind Right on Tuesdays, but I can't make it. But since you can say, but I can make sure I get the recording so that I can be a part of the recording. You also know that we have an opportunity event. It should be your goal to have at least 5 people on that event. Opportunity events gives you the opportunity to literally just put someone on the Zoom, and someone else is going to share the opportunity with them, okay? So listen, I am challenging all of you, right? Get some people on there so that they can be introduced to your business, right? As you read GoPro talks about your ability to get people to come to events, right? Your ability to get people more exposures are going to change your business. And so that opportunity event should be packed out, because I know all of us here want to share this opportunity and grow our organization. So stay tuned for calendars for every single month. Our Ambassador Diamond Leader is so amazing, where she puts this calendar together, and we can show our honor for her doing that by being present to those events as much as we are able to. And so I would say commit to at least trying to get on 2 things a week. And if you can, and if you're serious, do what you can to arrange to be on everything, right? We don't have too many things on here. All right, so let's talk about, I'm going to turn the screen off here for a second to really begin to develop, to talk about our why, because, you know, this is really one of the most important things, right? When it comes to building the business, it's literally one of the most important things when it comes to building the business, because if you make the decision, which you should make the decision today, that I'm not quitting, right? You already know what's going to happen if you quit. That's one of my favorite things I've ever heard Brittany say is, you already know what will happen if you quit, but you don't know what will happen if you just keep going, right? And so you have to make the decision today. This is what I can guarantee. I've been in this business for 8 years. You have to imagine that I've experienced a lot of different things over the 8 years, right? More than you probably even could imagine, right? However, my why had to be strong enough for me to say, I'm not going to put my business to the side. So you have to decide that what you desire to be able to get from this business is strong enough for you to push through. So you have to tell yourself today, I probably will feel sick one day. I probably will have a week's time, and I don't speak this on anything. I haven't had an enrollment. I didn't get a yes today. You may experience grief of some sort. You may have some discourse going on. All of those things, the things, just fill in the blank, right? But you have to make the decision that your business is not the thing that you're going to put aside. You have to learn to rest, not quit. You have to learn to pivot. You know, one thing that I said, it's so funny, like I was talking to somebody, she was going through something, and I said to her, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was good. I said to her, you know, that we were made in the image of God, right? We know that we were made in the image of God. And so that means that we have the capacity to do more than we give ourselves credit for, but we don't show up long enough to explore and express and use that capacity, right? We also know that the Bible tells us that those that wait on the Lord, right, if they don't faint, that their strength will be renewed. But a lot of people quit before the strength can be renewed. So you never get to experience the renewed strength. So you have to stick around long enough to experience the promise. So if you don't wait, you'll be out here thinking God on renewed strength, but you don't be waiting. You were made in the image of God and able to create things with the power of your tongue, but you never stick around enough to do it. You're always speaking things to die instead of speaking things to live. So stick around long enough for you to be able to experience the promises. Because God is not shifting. He said what he said. He said, I told you not to faint. I said, take a nap, don't faint. Take a day of rest, don't faint. Speak life, and you spoke death, but since the power is in your tongue, I had to let the death be what it was. All right, so stick around long enough. Yes, you're going to have a bad day. And so decide today that what I want in my business, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. And so are you clear about why you're starting this business, why you want this business to be successful? Are you able to say something more than I just need extra income for bills? I was talking to a potential and I said, listen, I believe that although you're struggling, you're going to pay the bills for you and your son. So I need something else. Because y'all know, we'll figure it out. It may be hard, it may not look pretty, but we'll figure it out. And so I need something beyond the I'm going to figure it out point. right? So when you have something to reach for along the way, you're going to be able to pay your bills. Because listen, it's gonna get hard, Life gonna be happening in the background. And a lot of time people say, you know what? I just want my we always blaming the business. Like that business didn't do nothing for you, do it to you. You weren't even doing nothing. How's the business fault? Don't blame your business. Why? Because I'm a business owner. Would you be mad if your hairdresser, you had your hair, you just took your braids out? You took your braids out, you took your sew-in out, and then your hairdresser like, listen, I can't do your hair today. I'm just in my feelings. I can't do your hair today because me and my boyfriend got in a fight yesterday. I can't do your hair today because my cousin twice removed is in the hospital. I can't do your hair today because whatever. You'd be like mad because you out here and your hair looks a hot mess. And so now you have to turn that on. You say, you know what? I'm a business owner and I have to figure out how to show up when it's hard to show up. Right? But I also have to know the moments like, you know what? I do now will be different. She said, listen, is it okay if I take your appointment a little bit later? I'm having a hard morning. It's different. She didn't quit. She had to pivot. Hey, I have a girl who I know who does braids just as good as I do. Are you okay with her doing your hair? I just experienced something very crazy. She pivoted. She found a solution. Don't be a quitter. Don't be a quitter. You only can gain if you keep going. Right? So even if you got to a period where your progression was a little bit slower, you're still going in the direction of gaining. If you quit, you ain't got nothing. So just keep gaining and keep deciding and be very clear. So what would you do if you were earning an extra $150 a week? Right? What are some clear things? I want you to start writing things down and having some clear things like, I need an extra $50 a week. The extra $50 a week will fill my tank up. That extra $150 will allow me to do X, Y, Z. Make it very clear what you're going to do with it, right? So what would you do if you do that? What would you do if you were earning an extra $500 a month in your business? In the next 90 days, what do you want the income to look like in your business? Write it down. In the next year, where do you see yourself? What do you want your business to look like? Write it down. Now know this, whatever you wrote down for the next 90 days, you only will get there if you keep building your business. Whatever you put down for that next year, you will only get there if you continue to build your business. All right? So be very clear with your why and be willing to be vulnerable, right? Be willing to be vulnerable. Be willing to be hot, honest, open, and transparent, which is a part of the core values with your enroller, right? Let them know. Let them know what's real. Just like, hey, I couldn't pay my rent for the last 2 months. They're not judging you. They're like, listen, been there. And then they can really help you and they have a space of being able to help you. So the why is so important. So I hope you guys have taken the time to develop that why. And that why is important enough for you to continue to show up for your business like never before. And I always share, when I think about Rachel's story, a lot of people just see this. They see the beautiful house. They see her son is thriving. They see, kids that are thriving, private school, and they see that, right? But people don't see what happened between this point, and that point. People don't see that in the middle from thriving into this space, she lost her father. She was dealing with infertility. People quit on her. Things that I probably don't know. All those things, right, were happening. But the why was there. So she said, even though all of this life is lifing, I'm going to keep going. And if she hadn't have kept going, she would have robbed herself of where she's gone. And if she stopped now, she will rob herself of where she can go. Okay. So important. So now, developing your personal product story This is so fun, right? That you literally are like endorsed, like, like you legit got like an endorsement, right? And so it's important that you really get committed, right? And it's not about being perfect. It's about I'm willing to go on the journey. I believe that people love the journey more than they like the after picture because people connect with the journey, right? People connect with the journey because they're like, man, she struggled with eating Chick-fil-A just like me too. You know what I mean? She connects with the journey. So what is your journey? What are your personal health and wellness goals? Are they clear? Right? You may not be able to, we can't make medical claims. However, you can use yourself as a claim. What do I mean? I really want to get my blood pressure down. We have one girl on our team, and I'm sure there's many more, but I know for sure where Nika, when she started this business, she was on blood pressure medicine. I can't make a medical claim, but I can share her testimony. She was literally on blood pressure medicine. She's not overweight or any of those things. She started to take the Simply Aloe consistently. She's no longer on that blood pressure medicine. Develop your story. So sometimes your story is simply the picture, what you can see on the outside. Sometimes your product story, your things that are unseen. What products are you consistently using? You should have 2 products that you're consistently using. Let me tell you what 2 products you should also have in your home so that you can always make money. You should have some wraps and some greens. If you don't have wraps and greens in your home, really do all you can to get them. But 2 products, and begin to use them and to use them consistently. All right. So it's really important. So this is one of our diamond leaders, Robin. She's lost so much weight, and I love watching her journey because she shares what she eats. She shares the workouts. She shares the products. She shares all of those things. And it's been one of her top ways to build the business because now she's just so authentic because her story is her commercial. Her story is her billboard. Her story makes it easy for her to share the business. All right. So if you haven't set up your monthly subscription, make sure you set up your monthly subscription tonight. If you signed in the month of June, right, your subscription ideally should run on July 1st, but no later than the 16th of the month. If you signed before, like in May or before, your subscription should have already ran, but if not, let's go ahead and get that scheduled to run by no later than the 25th of the month, okay? This is your investment into your business. This is you saying, because I want customers to be loyal to me, I'm going to be loyal to me first. This is you saying that I'm not a salesperson. I share my experience, and my experience turns into sales. You are the person who says, I want to be able to wrap people. I want to be able to have samples for people. And so set up that auto shipment. So if you don't know how to do that, go ahead and take a picture of this really quick. Log into eSuite, click auto shipments, and you can create your auto shipment. If you're like, I don't have the money for it, okay, go ahead and put a bag of wraps on there in the greens. That way there's 3 wraps that come in that bag. You can sell 1 single wrap for $30 a piece. You can sell 3 day supply of greens for $25, and you will make that money back plus a profit. So always put something on your auto shipment that you could sell to earn your money. Everybody's been there, right? I have a bag of wraps here, and I'm always excited to be able to sell a wrap, okay? But make it not reasonable in your business for you to have that monthly subscription, okay? All right, so steps to success. So, this is really great because you literally have a roadmap in your business. Let me tell y'all, please don't overthink what to do. Just print this sheet and do that and plug in. Say print, plug in, print and plug in, print and plug in. I'm gonna run my auto shipment, then I'm gonna plug in, plug in, plug in, plug in, plug in, plug in, plug in. You just plug in. All right, you say, okay, I got 1 p.m. Now I'm gonna get number 2. I got number 2, now I'm gonna get number 3. I got number 3, now I'm gonna get 4. I got number 4, I'm gonna get 5, and I'm gonna get 6. And then I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna sign the 3 distributors. So I suggest printing this every single month and using it. Bria, you have a question?
Yes, where is this form at?
This form can be found in the Money Squad page. And then also, if you can't find it, you can either let me know or your enroller. But if you go in the Money Squad page, you can either search the word steps to success or go in the files. You want to make sure the file should be from June 2023 because there may be some older ones. But in the files tab in the Money Squad page, you'll find it.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. It really helps. So every month, just make it a habit to print it. I'm glad you asked that. I'm sure somebody else was wondering it too. All right, and so here's a tracker that kind of talks about how you earn those weekly bonuses. Literally, the steps to success will translate into this. So if you focus on this, the money will come, okay? And so sometimes I always tell people, if you get confused by having too many trackers, focus on this one. If you focus on this one, the bonuses will come, okay? But basically, this tracker tells you when you earn 4 perk members, and the BV is at least 300. So you have to have 5 to get to 300 is 5, and then that's $50, okay? Once you have a distributor signed along with that, it's 100. That's what makes the $150, okay? This is within your quick start period. And then the same forward and forum. When you do that 3 times, you can earn a $350 bonus, okay? That's one. So really, again, don't get, I say this, don't get yourself confused. If you get these 6 perk members right here, and then you sign a distributor right here, you'll get 150. Okay. You get another 6 to go with that one. It's another 4. You get 4 of those to go with that one. It's 150. Then you get another 4 to go with that one. It's another 150. Another 4 to go with that one. It's another 150. Okay. I tell you, it makes the most sense when you earn it. So put your head down and work. You'll earn it. All right, so let's talk about the day in the life of a distributor. You know, one thing we talked about on Monday or on the Ruby meeting, we talked about mastering the mundane. It really is about, our team has a system that works, and you really just have to work the system. And every day, essentially, just like at your day job, drop on one in the comments if you have a day job or you've ever had a day job. And for the most part, you do the same thing every day for the most part. You may get shaken up a little bit some days, but for the most part, you do the same things. And so in your business, you have to master the consistency of doing the same thing over and over again. You know, consistent action doesn't always bring consistent results, but it always equals success, like literally, right? And so it's working even when you don't think it's working, like it's working, just like working out and eating right. It's just like you don't see the results because you ate a bowl of broccoli, right? It's the continuing to do it. It's the adding the workouts with it and just continuing to do it. And you'll look up and be like, oh, okay, I've lost weight. And so just remember this acronym, SD plus PMF. SDPD stands for spiritual and personal development, posting, messaging, and following up. And so literally this is an outline of what you should be engaged in every single day in your business. And so it's not, you don't wake up and like, oh, what amazing new thing can I do today? Yes, you may make a bold step and you may decide to go live and you never gone live. You may decide to go into a beauty salon and share. You may decide to host a party, it's a blitz. You may decide to do a reel and do a TikTok. You may decide to, you know, interview someone about their business, but it's still within the realm of SVPD PMF. Okay, so remember that. Master the mundane, master the consistency of what you do, right? Everything does not have to be new and exciting. Make more money, you do more new and exciting things, okay? All right. So personal and spiritual development, at this moment, you have to commit to your growth. You are the major asset of your business. You are the proprietor. So as you grow, your business grows. If your money grows and your mind doesn't grow with it, you will lose it eventually. Okay, so commit to it every day. Start where you are. Maybe it's you read for 30 minutes a day. Maybe it is you do a chapter a day. Whatever it may be, you know, maybe your kids see you read. Now you've created a culture of reading within your home, but commit to growing your mind. If you don't intentionally feed your mind, then your mind will just pick up anything that's there. So be intentional about what you're hearing the most of should be what you want to be reflected in your mind. Okay. So you can use audiobooks and YouTube. Do not cut your hair. Audiobooks and YouTube and all of those different things to help you, but commit to it. I suggest partnering with your leader so they can help to guide you on what personal development books can be best for you, okay? All right, posting. So on social media, it's not the end all be all in your business, but let me tell you, it's a huge part. It's a platform that you literally get to use for free and you get to be open all over the world. Okay, it's the opportunity for you to show you, to share you. People buy people first, right? Stories are so compelling. When people can hear a story, they're like, oh my gosh, I want to just buy that because of their story. And so you should have some personal posts. Remember, it works as a part of your brand. It's not you. So continue to be you on your social media, okay? Continue to be you. Product posts, posting your experience with the products and why you love them. Lifestyle posts, how the business is impacting you, your success, your wins, or even small wins. Listen, when you talk about how the business impacts you, it does not always have to be you talking about money. It could be talking about you being on a Zoom and you were inspired, a quote, any of those things. Don't think you have to have something that seems like grand success for you to share. If you were able to put $20 in your gas tank because of your business, share it. If you were able to buy groceries, share it. If you were able to improve your mindset because you were a part of a circle of mind, right? Share it. If you got closer to God because you were inspired because of the prayer you were on with your team, share it. And then business posts, inviting people to be a part of what you are doing. And so let the world know that you are open and use those platforms. I do say this, there's no need to create separate like pages. Let's say you're on one platform, right? And it's not all the way built. You don't have to rush to create the next one, okay? Use what you have and then evolve into growing it all, okay? So just use it, grow it, and take the tips and everything that we do, like host to post. It's gonna help you to really develop in these spaces. All right, and messaging. So posting is great. Posting is great. It's awesome. You have to do it, right? But in the DMs is where it goes down. This is where the ads go. This is where a person knows that you are talking to them personally, that you are talking to them personally. They know you are talking to them. So every single day you should be messaging new people, every single day. Host to post, you're going to cut your hair. I'm sorry, God. Host to post will help with that. And the 5 PMs in 72 hours will help with that. The creation of your hundreds list and all of those things is going to help with that. So every single day, right? Remember, I am a business owner. And if I want my business to grow, I have to talk to people, okay? And your fortune is in your follow-up. Listen, do not take it personally if a person does not respond to you on that day. Do not take it personal if they read your message and they did not say anything, right? The fortune is in your follow-up. It takes a person an average of 7 exposures to say yes. So don't take it personal. Now you got to keep following up. I always say, here's the rule of thumb when you're following up. You always listen to what they last said. So if you've sent them 5 messages and they haven't said anything, and the last thing they said is, I'm ready to purchase, then that's what it is. Once interested, always interested. Never ask someone, are you still interested? Yes, they're still interested. Don't ask them that. Once interested, always interested. So do the follow-ups and understand that people won't always say yes in the moment, but it's our job to help to manage manage their health and wellness products. So we're the ones who are going to follow up, and we're going to be available and in position when they're ready to say yes. All right, so now what? Well, if you haven't had a coaching call with your enroller, some things that I suggest that really help me is go ahead and set up a reoccurring meeting with them. A reoccurring meeting you can put in your, and I was gonna say you can put in your closet, you can put in your calendar, a reoccurring meeting. It could be 30 minutes, like, hey, can we meet at Thursday at 2 o'clock, right? There's always something, because you guys can then begin to rumble about the week that you just had. You'll be able to have those conversations, your strengths, your areas of opportunity, the things that are going on through your mind, them helping you go through your Facebook page and all of those different things. So I suggest tonight, if you have not already, go ahead and text them and say, hey, can we go ahead and set up a reoccurring meeting every single week so that I can get what I need. There's always something that you need. None of us ever have it all figured out, right? All of us have blind spots, and we have the pleasure to have leaders that can help us to reveal those blind spots so that we can get through them. So we did good. We have 10 minutes left. So let's go ahead and open up the floor and see who has questions. All right, so here's what I want you to walk away with, okay? You own your business, okay? You own your business. And so your mentor is there to mentor you. But it's almost like this. If you had a business mentor for a traditional business, they would not have a key to your business. So if they show up to your business and the doors are locked, they can't mentor you. So the best way for you to get mentored is to open your business so there's something there. Right? You've literally have to trust the process of it, of what it looks like to be mentored, right? And so one thing that I've learned, I hear my pastor say, right, and it's a place of position is, let me go, I'm gonna go find my mentor and not make my mentor come find me. That's what being mentored is. You ever heard the ET video, the guy told him, he said, meet me at the ocean here at 6 a.m. He told him where to come, right? So seek out, the seekers always find. When you want something, you go and find it. And so meet them where they are. It's worth it. You know, because it's like, man, I want to meet the person that's elevated to where I want to go. I want to meet them there because that's where I want to be. I don't want them to meet me here because we trying to go up there. Okay. So you own your business. So you have to open your business in order for them to know, okay, I'm working with something, right? It's really hard. It's really difficult. It's difficult to get our kids to try to get our kids to do what we want to do. It's real difficult to force a grown adult. It's real difficult, right? But we're not going to put people in that position. We're going to say, you know what, this person, when I talk to them, they told me that they were going to support me. So I'm going to open myself up to be supported, right? And I'm going to take full ownership because listen, when that check come out, you get full ownership of that check. You know, so I don't have any questions, but I do want to say thank you for all the advice and giving me a different perspective. My pleasure, Kathy. Can I meet you, Kathy? Can I see your face? See your face. She was like, I shouldn't even say that in the comments. Hold on, I think she turned the screen off. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? And she looking cute over there. Kathy, I'm not going with you, okay? She got a cup and everything, got the screen off. Hey, Kathy. Tell me where, since we have 6 minutes, you said what perspective was changed for you this evening?
Oh, you put me on the spot. I was just in here thinking about this is my second time joining as a distributor. I tried in 2018 and I was just thinking about the extra income part, and that wasn't like a good enough drive for me because I quit it like in a couple of weeks. So I was thinking about what really got me is like how my mentor back then, she was just really pushing to help me through. She was giving me a lot of advice, and it wasn't nothing with the business, it was just on personal things. And I like what the company gave me, so I want to give that back. That's what brought me back here. And my mentor now is like doing the same thing, and I got that good feeling again. So I'm just like, okay, I love this feeling that I have. I love this company, so I want to share this with other girls, other men, whoever wants to join the company. So, or I want to make extra money at the same time. So that's why I just wanted to thank you for the different perspectives. I was listening to all the quotes and the advice that you was giving. So I just want to say thank you for that.
Hey, you guys. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm like, so I'm at a bar right now because I'm about to see a show. But one of the bartenders had tried the power hydrate. And he saw me. He said, like, Bug, please tell me you have a power hydrate on you. He's drunk. I said, like, I don't even have one on me. I wish you had told me. I could have got some. But he want to know how much is it to get the whole, like the bundle or the package for a power hydrate. And I'm trying to find it so I can let him know. So I'm praying that he is definitely my first customer. I'm like literally up here.
What you're gonna do, Kia, okay? Just take a deep breath first, do that. And the second thing that you're going to do is just go to your website or go to your app and get all of his information.
Hello.
So I don't know if she saw that. Yep, look in your app. Okay, anybody else? She lost connection. All right, guys. Well, I'm super proud of you guys for showing up this evening, and it's going to be great. Just implement what's there. Implement what's there. Implement what's there. So, all right, look at us, 9:57. So again, this will be recorded, and then keep your eyes peeled. Remember, there's Newbie Orientation, and then there's Newbie Circle. This was just Newbie Orientation. Newbie Circle is going to be totally different. So make sure that you engage in both. Both are very valuable for your business. I'd even do suggest just continue to get on them, because as you hear the same information over and over again, it's going to prepare you to begin to be the teacher. And that's what's important, right? Is for you to also be able to duplicate the trainings and things that you need to duplicate in that one-on-one space. You gonna say something, Rose?
Yeah. So I invited one of the people that I signed up yesterday, and she said she was out, she couldn't make it in, and I wanted to see, you just mentioned that it was recorded. So can I have it? I have a couple more people that I signed up between today and tomorrow. I'm going to be signing up. And I was, just trying to get back to exactly what I did when I first got started. And because my mistake, because I took so long to sign somebody up, I kind of like, I've done so much learning in between, so I have to go back. But then I took a lot of notes about what you went over today. And I love what you said. I wrote it down. Learn to rest, not to quit. I think that really spoke to my heart, because I feel like a lot of people, and then the last person that spoke, she said that that when she first started the first time, her why was to make extra money. I think we all want to make extra money, right? We wouldn't be starting this business if we didn't want to make extra money. But when I was doing Rachel's Becoming, and she in video, I think it was like 3, she had mentioned all of how she started and where she was within the first 2 years. And she's like, I made $24 on my first check. So for some people, they will see that and they're like, yeah, $24. I came in here to make money, and that would push somebody away, but it really resonated with me, because right before I saw that taping, I went on my eSuites, I made $13. I was like, oh, $13. If I could make $13, I could make $13,000.
It's period.
So I just wanted to thank you for that, but also to get the recording, because I wanted to send it to a couple of people that I got started yesterday and then getting started, and I really wanted them to be here today. So
absolutely, I will get it up tonight. Main thing for you mentors, the 2 things that you help to guide you through mentorship: the game plan checklist and the 5 PMs in 72 hours. Right?
I did put that on there.
Game plan checklist and the 5 PMs. Focus on that with your new distributors.
And you said I will find those on a Facebook Money Squad.
Yep, in the files tab, and just make sure they say June 2023, because they're documents that have evolved. So just make sure you're looking at the one for June. Yep. But if you're
Thank
mentoring
you.
someone, if you focus on those 2 documents, you guys, that's the best start. It's simplistic, but it's enough, right? And so we've been fine tuning it to make sure that it's an effortless process for both the mentor and the mentee.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it tonight.
My pleasure. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and pray us out. And it's going to be a fabulous, fabulous rest of the month. Congratulations to all of you that are going Ruby. Even if you don't have not one distributor, you should be like, I'm going Ruby. That's it, I'm doing it. All right. All right. So Father, we just are so grateful that you allowed us to be here this evening. We're just grateful. Father, I thank you for every new distributor. I thank you for every distributor, God. I thank you that you saw entrepreneur in each of us, that you have called us to grow things and to multiply. And so God, help us to be growers, to be multipliers, to be cultivators, Father. I ask God that all the information that was spoken today, that it was understanding to everyone and understanding to enough where they will go out and implement, God. Help us to build in the discomfort, God. Help us to rest and not quit. Help us to pivot. Help us to ask for help. Help us to do the hard things. Help us to take complete ownership of our businesses, Father God. And so we just thank you, God, that you are granting all of these things. And I just declare that each person here just gets a beautiful, restful night's sleep. In Jesus' name, we pray. Amen. Amen, guys. I'm going to do the recording now.